Any health-related information on the following show provides general information only. Content presented on any show by any host or guest should not be substituted for a doctor's advice. Always consult your physician before beginning any new diet, exercise, or treatment program.
Hello, and welcome back to the Red Lasered Water Guy show, and where we're here to help you, help yourself, help your body heal itself naturally. That's what we're all about, is self-care for self-healing. And that's, the topic again for tonight. We're going to talk a little bit about how the red and infrared laser can help you with joint health, getting rid of joint pain, but not covering it up. Actually starting to help the body heal itself. The body's got to do all the healing. And what we got to do is give it what it needs and get out of its way. So part of what it needs is, just more oxygen, better microcirculation, more energy in your cells. That's the key to the whole thing, is the cells in the energy in your cells. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that tonight. And so we're going to go ahead and get started here with the slide presentation. And again, it's the Red Lasered Water Guy here, and the company I'm working with is pureVibranz. I've been working with pureVibranz for about 14 years now. And again, we're all about self-care for self-healing. It's vibrational medicine, if you will, frequency medicine. And it's actually regenerative medicine, because we're not covering anything up. We're not blocking any pain. We're actually giving the body what it needs to help it heal itself. Let's talk about frequencies. Okay, frequencies, a muscle that's totally healthy vibrates at a specific frequency. So if it's hurting, it's vibrating lower than that frequency. And the more pain you have, the lower that vibration is. So all of the products with pureVibranz have what we call human blueprint frequencies added to them, which are optimal wellness frequencies. Let me get a drink here. And optimal wellness frequencies match the optimal wellness of a perfectly healthy muscle. So when we for instance, with the red laser, we infuse those frequencies into your body in the area of concern, wherever that muscle is, and it's the optimal wellness frequency. So the lower frequency will always entrain up to the higher frequency. And during that entrainment, it's actually giving you about 30% more life force energy in your blood in the first 30 seconds. And then the next 30 seconds to a minute or so, it's separating all your red blood cells into free flowing, because most blood is rouleed or sticky. And because it's got too many protons in it, it's not negatively charged enough. And so we actually add more electrons into your blood, into your the water in your blood, and that separates all your red blood cells into free flowing. And then free flowing blood gives you better microcirculation. And then when it goes through the lungs, the whole red blood cells expose, so it gives up more toxins and takes on more oxygen. And another point here is nasal breathing through the nose. Inhale and exhale through the nose will give you about 20% more oxygen in your blood, because of the function of the body, the way it's designed. The air stays in your lungs longer and picks up. It creates, then going through the nasal passages with the little hairs and everything, it actually increases nitric oxide, which helps the oxygen be absorbed into the blood better. So long story short, nasal breathing will definitely give you more life force energy in your blood. And so that's what we're here to help you do, is understand how that works. And everything is energy. My favorite, again, is Nikola Tesla. If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. If you want to find the secrets to your health, okay, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Because if you're not as healthy as you want to be, you're vibrating lower than the optimal wellness design of our functional body. And what we can do is help help yourself, help your body raise that vibration back up towards optimal wellness. And in doing that, you get more life force energy, better microcirculation, more oxygen, and the body begins to actually heal itself. Again, everything is energy, and all energy is a frequency vibrating information. And the energy is like the volume, a volume control on a radio. You know, the more energy you got, the louder you can perform, or the better you can perform, the louder you can turn your up. And so every vibration in the frequency it's an electromagnetic field, EMF. You know, EMF, most people, when you hear about EMF, you think negative, like 5G, etc. But every frequency has EMF, electromagnetic field, and that's part of the information that helps create that field or that frequency. Or if it's like in the example of the muscle again, a muscle has a optimal wellness frequency, and the electromagnetic field of that frequency is the information to help the body create that frequency in a healthy way. And EMF is either helpful to our body or harm to our body. No exceptions, okay? The energy in your cells determines your health. No exceptions. The more energy you have, the healthier you're going to be, the longer you can live, and the less disease, discomfort you're going to have. All right, so pureVibranz, again, has made a quantum leap in vibrational wellness. And my favorite tool here is the red and infrared laser pen. And it's got a pattern it shows. It's sacred geometry that helps bring the added frequencies into it, the octahedron in a Tesla coil. All right, it's what I call nature's medicine. Nature's medicine is frequencies, as I'm concerned. All right, and the company calls them human blueprint frequencies. Human blueprint frequencies, again, are the optimal wellness frequencies for muscles, bones, ligaments, tendons, joints, eyes, etc. And so the other thing here is it's invisible, okay? You can't see it. And so we're adding the invisible difference of nature's medicine into all of our products. Everything is energized and charged with additional human blueprint frequencies. And the red and infrared laser is replicating SunShine. And we'll get into that a little bit more. But over 50% of the rays that hit the earth from the sun are infrared frequencies, adding electron to our body, into the water in our body, into the water, you know, in anywhere there's water. When sun hits it, it actually adds electrons and charges that water, and the water holds that charge. So again, pureVibranz is the invisible difference. Not all red lasers are created equally. Your standard red laser, like the ones NASA have been using for decades, your standard red laser has 10 frequencies that are optimal wellness frequencies for the musculoskeletal body, what we call human blueprint frequencies. Well, Vibrance, through zero-point technology and the quantum field, adds 1,635 more human blueprint frequencies into the red and red laser. So ours is a symphony of frequencies, not just one. That's what takes us from red into infrared, is the addition of the frequencies. So the red and infrared laser, we infuse 1,645 human blueprint frequencies in a complex waveform, and self-healing can be a response to that information that's in those frequencies. So here's a little information on red laser therapy versus red light therapy. Okay, red light therapy is normally LEDs. They come in panels, and an LED is red light, and it has the 10 frequencies of the red, but the LED is incoherent waves, which means the waves are out of sync. But the information's still there, and they do help. They do work. And again, that's why NASA has been using the red lasers for decades. With the laser, with red laser therapy, the waves are coherent, and we have 1,645 frequencies versus the LED having 10. And so that's what the difference is. And the way I explain the difference of the incoherent wave versus coherent wave is an LED is like listening to an AM radio station out in the country, all right? The music's there, you hear it, but there's some static in it. Or it's like listening to an old LP, you know, the vinyl records, where the laser is like listening to high definition FM stereo. There's no static at all. The information's crystal clear. And that's the difference between the body understanding it fully and not understanding the information fully. So another thing here is it's what I call nature's medicine, and it helps de-stress your body, because that's one of the biggest problems is stress. All right. And there's two key mechanisms of the red and infrared light therapy when it comes to dealing with the mitochondria. The mitochondria are the keys to your health, wellness, and longevity. All right. No doubt about it. And we'll get into that in a little bit more here. But NASA says when you injure the body through trauma or cut or even stress, the mitochondria curl up, figuratively speaking, like a hedgehog. And what they don't say is they stop communicating and they stop producing less ATP or life force. Well, as soon as you use the red laser and it hits your body, it immediately relaxes the mitochondria completely. They kick out the excess nitric oxide. It allows more oxygen into the mitochondria and allows the mitochondria to more efficiently produce the energy, the ATP that runs your body. Okay, so the second thing happening in same time is hormesis. Hormesis makes your cells healthier, more energetic, more resilient, more tolerant to stress, and helps prevent the buildup of free radicals. So this happens in seconds of the red laser hitting your body. Within 30 seconds, it's adding about 30% life energy, starting to separate your blood cells into free flowing, giving you better microcirculation and more oxygen. And I don't make any difference what the medical label is. Anytime you get that, you're going to help the body help itself have a better ability to heal itself and overcome whatever that situation is. So what we're really doing is igniting your own energy to upregulate your gene expression and build healthier proteins in your body. And every cell in your body produces and builds proteins except for red blood cells. And every cell in your body, has mitochondria in it, except for red blood cells. So the mitochondria are very tied into your health, wellness, and longevity because they produce the life force energy in your cell. The more energy you have, the healthier you are. And they produce the proteins. They help build the proteins. So proteins are the expression of life. They're responsible for the structure and the function of our body. So the mitochondria are super important and to maintain. It's really important to maintain the health and wellness of your mitochondria, to tune it up, keep it tuned up and producing the energy and healthy proteins. So your mitochondria are the key to anti-aging, health, and longevity. Dr. Doug Wallace been studying the mitochondria for over years, and he says that aging is simply too many dysfunctional mitochondria. And that's where we're coming from here is all of our products help raise the energy and the frequencies in the body to where the mitochondria function more as they're supposed to function. So every cell in your body has hundreds to several thousands of mitochondria producing ATP. The mitochondria are the engine in your, generating your life force energy. And it depends on how much work the mitochondria has to do as to how many mitochondria, the cell has to do rather, as to how many mitochondria are in the cell. It's like the heart cells have thousands and thousands of mitochondria because they're working all the time. They use a lot of energy. Your muscles use a lot of energy. Your skin doesn't have as many because it doesn't use, that much energy. So that's kind of what determines how many mitochondria are in each cell. So Dr. Doug Wallace also says that about 80% of today's diseases are caused because of bioenergetic deficits in the cells, which means low energy, not enough energy in the cell for the cell to do its work properly. That's the determining factor right there. So if you want to get healthier, you got to tune up your mitochondria in your cells. All right. So the more energy you have in your cells, the healthier you are and the longer you're going to live. So again, let's show you how to tune up your engine, first and get the most out of your life. Living life, healthier you are, the more fun you can have, and the more fun life is. And that's what I'm all about, is quality of life. So what causes dysfunctional mitochondria, you might ask? All right. Blue light devices increase cortisol and inhibit melatonin, which interrupts the circadian rhythm. If you're watching, a lot of people are using their cell phones and you're watching TV late at night, and that's blue light. And blue light devices keep your cortisol increased. And so then when you get ready to go to bed, it's like, you're all wound up. And so it throws everything out of balance. So non-native EMF also causes dysfunctional mitochondria. 60 cycles was the first alternating current that produced a EMF, electromagnetic field, that started interfering with our biofield and our body and the ability for us to function as we're supposed to function. And so blenders in your home, the blenders, the refrigerator, anything that's plugged into 60 cycles and has a motor in it is going to interfere with your mitochondria's ability to function. So everything using alternating current, basically. 5G being some of the more intense EMF that's harming our body big time. So eating non-electron rich food. I'll cover that here in a little bit. But food that hasn't been exposed to the sunshine doesn't have any electrons in it, free electrons, to help the mitochondria produce energy. Same with non-electron rich water. Okay, non-electron rich water is bottled water, it's tap water, hasn't been exposed to the sun. It's trapped in pipes and in bottles and stuff like that, where it doesn't have the free-flowing movement of water in a Rocky Mountain stream. So it's proton rich instead of electron rich. So all of that. So let's talk about sunshine, the magic of photobiomodulation. All right. Again, 90% of the frequencies from the sun are red and infrared frequencies. And that's why sunshine is so important for everything living, whether it's plants, whether it's animals, whether it's humans. The sun is one of the key elements to staying healthy. So we all need plenty of sunshine to stay healthy, because the sun gives up free electrons into our body, and that's what our body needs to keep functioning, is free electrons. Sunshine stimulates our mitochondria to produce more life force energy. Sunshine energizes the water in our body, making it electron rich, as I was mentioning earlier, and energizing the water in our blood and our body and the water we drink, all stimulate and optimizing our mitochondria to produce more energy in our cells naturally. And naturally is what we're all after about, is all we're after is to help the body heal itself naturally. So anti-aging with the red or light therapy, featured water. So Dr. Jack Kruse is a self-acclaimed mitochondriac. And what he means by that is he declares that the mitochondria are the key to anti-aging and staying healthy. And so everything he does is centered around keeping his mitochondria healthy, which makes him a self-proclaimed mitochondriac, I guess. Anyhow, he claims the key is to optimize your light, your water, and your magnetism. Well, light is sunlight, okay? And our red and infrared laser replicate sunlight. He talks about optimizing your water. We have a hydro product that optimizes water, structures it and microclusters it. And then we laser it, and a laser again replicates sunlight, so it fills it and makes it electron-rich water. And magnetism is simply grounding, okay? When you're grounded to the earth, if you go out and walk in the dirt or the grass barefooted, you're grounded to the earth, and your body is absorbing electrons from the earth. So it's really that simple. And we cover all three of these, the light, the water, and the magnetism, because when you're using our EMF protection, electromagnetic field protection on your cell phones in your home. We're actually energetically grounding you to where your body is in harmony more because of the transmuting of the harmful EMF to beneficial EMF. So light is one of the best natural full spectrum light therapies. It's adding free electrons to the water and water in your body, and the water holds that electron, that charge. And so it's the best way. So if you want to get healthier, spend more time out in the sun. If you want to, like some red light therapy that's free, staring into the sun or looking at the sun first thing in the morning as it comes up over the horizon, and the last thing at night, you're getting, primarily all red and infrared light therapy. It's good for your eyes and very healthy for the body. Okay. Well, the pureVibranz red and infrared laser replicates SunShine, optimizing your light and your water. Every photon in the red and infrared laser beam gives an electron to our body. So we end up with electron-rich and free electrons in our body, which is what we need to help the mitochondria stay healthy and produce more life force energy. So lasering your water and your food for 30 seconds will accomplish that. So when you laser your water, for instance, it increases the life force energy about 30% in the first 30 seconds. It neutralizes toxins, reduces surface tension, making the water wetter to where it hydrates our body better. And it clears the effects of the memory of where the water's been by reprogramming the water with over 1,600 human blueprint frequencies. That's just with the laser. If we add our gold disc to it, which I'll show, we'll get into here in a minute, over 5,500 frequencies that it's reprogrammed with. And the water holds that memory, carries it into your body, helps increase the life force energy and the vibration of your body. So you want as many free electrons in your body as possible every day, because that's increasing your redox potential. It's helping lower inflammation and free radicals, etc. It works out very well. So the red and infrared laser natural pen, your benefits at the speed of light, okay? It de-stresses your body in seconds, penetrates directly into your cells, tissues, blood, nerves, rods and cones of the eyes, the brain, and into the bones. It enhances the function of the mitochondria, 30% more life force energy in your blood, increased microcirculation and oxygenation, upregulates gene expression, building healthier proteins, enhances cell-to-cell communication, it lowers inflammation, it regenerates cells faster. It's like if you cut yourself, it'll stop the bleeding in a third of the time. If you get on it right away, there won't be any swelling, and it'll heal in a third of the time. And I've proven this one to myself more than once. Okay. And now it's time for the fine print. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, mitigate, cure, or prevent any disease. And they don't. All we're doing is liberating your own energy to help your body heal itself naturally. That's the key to the whole thing. And so this is one of the things that happen when you use the red laser and raise your vibration. I wore glasses for 52 years, okay? In 2011, my sphere was -100 and -150. And about 6 years ago, I started doing expos, and people would say, well, you can't shine that red laser in your eyes, okay? And then I would go just like this. I would go, well, I wouldn't shine anybody else's red laser in my eyes, but I know all of our frequencies are human blueprint frequencies, optimal wellness frequencies, and coherent. So I'd do that for a second or something like that. And then I got to where I didn't need reading glasses anymore. And I kept demonstrating it that way. I got to where I didn't need glasses in the daytime. A couple of years ago, it was like, I don't need glasses at night either. And I just renewed my driver's license last August, and they took the requirement for glasses off my driver's license. So in 2019, my sphere was a -0.25 and -0.75. And then it improved more in 2020. And now I'm driving day and night with no glasses. I can see a golf ball at over 200 yards, and I can still read fine print. So I'm super happy with the results I got, from raising the vibration of my eyes. And if you think about it, your eyes are 98% water. All right. And so hydration is critical for good vision. And then taking your glasses off will help you. Not glasses will help you. Sunglasses block some of the good light and let in some of the harmful light. I haven't worn sunglasses for over 40 years. And so I even go on snow skiing. I'm going snow skiing this weekend because there's a bunch of new powder up in the mountains. They got over 40 inches of snow in the last 6 days. And so I'm going to go skiing, and I won't wear sunglasses. I'll just ski. My eyes adjust. Your eyes will adjust to whatever the brightness is. So that's the important part. And so also, here's another result I got. Remember I talked about if you cut yourself, it'll stop the bleeding in a third of the time, and it'll heal in a third of the time with no scar. Well, I was painting my bedroom and had a piece of copper laying on the floor I used for grounding. Got a phone call. I was talking on the phone. I went to slide that copper over with my foot. Big mistake. Okay. So you can see the cut here. That's 6 minutes after the cut. I grabbed some paper towels, started lasering because I keep the laser with me all the time, it and the ionizer. So I started lasering the cut here. And so this is after about 6 minutes. You can see it's already slowing down and stopped pretty much. So I kept lasering it for another 6 minutes, approximately. This is about approximately 12 minutes later. So this is what I call cellular repair in the moment. You can actually see it starting to mend up. So this again is 6 minutes and another 6 minutes. So what I did then, because there's no downtime, all right, or very little. So what I did here is I put some Band-Aids over it because it's cellular repair in the moment, no swelling, the immune system's free to work, better microcirculation and more oxygen. So I put Band-Aids over the cut. Then I put our frequency disc on the bottom of my foot, one of our basic pendants on the ball of my foot, put a sock on, and went back to lasering or to painting my bedroom because, there's no downtime hardly at all. There's no swelling. It takes the trauma out of a new injury in 30 to 45 seconds. The pain's gone. And so 33 minutes of downtime and I was back painting my bedroom. And then 2 days later, this is what it looked like. Okay. This is what I call fast aid. And here you can see I was using, I went and got the violet laser also, and I was using the red and the violet laser here on it also. And so 2 days later, you can see there's no stitches. It's mending perfectly from the inside out. And I just, it's all about, pureVibranz red and infrared laser fast aid. And it's what I call now regenerative medicine, which is actually anti-aging and reverse aging, if you will. So what I want to do now is, DJ, let's go ahead and play the first video here. We got some more testimonials I want you to hear.
Hi, my name is Michelle Carroll. I came over and saw Joe's stand because I'm in holistic modalities myself. And I have a light laser that doesn't have quite the frequencies that he does. But when this gentleman put that light laser on my neck, which I could barely move, I, within a minute to 2 minutes, had mobility 50% more than I had prior to when he put it on. And the funny thing is, the next day, I forgot that I had a broken toe. It hurts every once in a while, but I came over a little later the next day, and he put it on my broken toe. And actually, my broken toe I don't feel any pain whatsoever. It's miraculous. And furthermore, I got one laser light in my eyes. And I have to say, this is really insane, but I actually I feel a difference within that one little laser. So I'm done. I'm sold. I'm getting my package, and y'all need to come and try this. This is amazing. So, Joe, thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome. This is my love of life, is helping people help themselves, help their body heal itself naturally.
And that's what it's all about. And I'm all about holistic modalities, and this is going to fit right in and actually round the whole thing out for me. I'm excited, and I really hope y'all see the benefit in this. It truly will do amazing things for your family, especially if you really want to keep your family healthy, and it'll get you to the next step. It's a wonderful thing. So,
all right, thanks again. DJ, I'm not hearing anything or seeing the video. DJ, I'm not seeing the video or hearing anything. Okay. Well, I didn't see or hear the first video, but I'm told it played. So let's go ahead and play the second video also, and then I
Hello, my name is Tina Yvonne, and I wanted to share my recent experience with the pureVibranz products. I met Joe Blanton, the red laser guy from Las Vegas. I met him at the American Naturopathic Medical Association here in Las Vegas back in August. And one of the interesting facets about these products is he told me that it can speed up the healing time on cuts and wounds. Well, I do cut myself quite frequently, and I just tried these products, and I just have to tell people what an amazing healing I had. It only took like 5 or 6 days when normally it would take 10 to 14 days. So this is a picture of my finger on January 4th. It was late at night. I was probably tired, and I was cutting up some food for the dogs, and I was using a very sharp pair of scissors, and I accidentally cut the tip of my finger, and I removed all 7 layers of skin. So what I did is I immediately washed the wound with the silver wash, and then I did the natural red laser pen. I also have a gold disc that I purchased that I put at the end of it. So I did those 2 things immediately. I put a waterproof Band-Aid on my finger, and I text Joe what had happened, and he suggested I also try the citrus silk because it supports collagen formation. So I started to put a little bit of the citrus silk on my wound 2-3 times a day, maybe, along with the silver wash and the red laser light. And so on the following day, you can see this is what my finger looked like. It's still bleeding. It was like I said, it was a very deep cut. Without the Band-Aid, it continued to bleed. And then on the 6th, it did stop bleeding with the use of the products. And you can see how deep the cut is. You can see all the layers of skin are completely removed. And then only a few days later, just yesterday, this is what my finger looked like. It was amazing. I have cut myself this way before plenty of times, and it normally takes 10 to 14 days for the wound to look like this. So I am just blown away by the effectiveness of these products, and I use my fingers a lot. I prep a lot. I cook a lot in the kitchen, and that is one of the worst things that can happen, is to have a cut like that for 2 weeks. So I just was so excited. I just had to share my experience with everybody and say, hey, and thank you, Joe. Thank you so much for all your advice, and keep pureVibranzing on. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Okay, so there are 2 more examples of very happy customers and what I call regenerative medicine. Okay, with Michelle, she had the stiff neck, if you will, limited motion and pain and stiffness in her neck. And as soon as we worked on her neck for, like say, within 30 seconds, she was already getting relief. And it only took a couple of minutes, and she had about 50% more movement in her neck, and the pain was like 90% gone. And so then she came back a second day, and what happened with her toe might have been a memory, because when you injure yourself, sometimes the cells, if it hurts so much, you stop moving at a certain point, because if you go past that, it hurts too much. And so the cells can develop a memory around that. And what we did is erase the cellular memory of pain from around her broken toe. And so that's why it wasn't hurting anymore, very possibly. But in either case, the neck or the toe, what we did is bring in 30% more life force energy into her blood, better microcirculation, and more oxygen. And pain is lack of oxygen on a cellular level. It's really, that's my short definition of it, okay? Pain is lack of oxygen on a cellular level. So when you get more life force energy, better microcirculation, more oxygen, pain goes away. But we didn't cover anything up. We helped the body start to heal itself naturally. And that's the key. And with Tina, that's a pretty serious cut she had on her finger. And again, we actually started to, we immediately life force energy in her blood, more microcirculation, more oxygen. The immune system was free to work, so there was no swelling. And the body actually started mending it right away and healing and helping, to heal itself. So it took the trauma out immediately, so it wasn't bothering her. And it was, very little downtime. It was a full open slice, the skin was totally sliced off. So it took a little more time to keep it from bleeding completely, but it slowed the bleeding down immediately and helped, the body again start to heal the cut. And it'll heal up, like she said, it was healed in a third of the time. And there won't be hardly any scar tissue at all to it. So that's what we do. All right. So, pureVibranz has 3 different lasers. The red laser has frequencies added and designed for the muscular skeletal body. The green laser has frequencies added for internal organ systems. And so if you use it like through the navel still energetic your organ systems. So in 2 to 3 minutes, I use the green laser, and all of them are in my navel every morning for 2 to 3, sometimes 4 minutes, to start my body off all tuned up and energized and communicating well. The violet laser has frequencies added antimicrobial, viral, antifungal, and antibacterial. So it's kind of like a Rife machine on steroids. And then we also have an ionizer, which has no off-on switch, okay? It's on all the time. And it's got 25,000 negative ions in it that shoot out the end about 130 feet and carrying human blueprint frequencies with it. And so the beauty with what we have also is our lasers go through clothing, go through the bottom of shoes, and distance doesn't make any difference. I can be, 10 inches away from you, 2 inches, I could be 10 feet away and get the same results. And they can also be used remotely. We've done that, several times also. And so the red laser, the red and infrared laser, increases life force energy. It relaxes the mitochondria, increases the ATP production and the energy current of the cell. And again, more energy you got in the cell, the healthier you are. Takes the trauma out of a new injury in seconds. Cells and makes them stronger, increases cell activity, toughens the immune system. That's the key right there. Your immune system is what keeps you healthy. So I've been living in this energy for over 14 years. And so the last few years, I haven't been concerned at all because I have a very highly functioning immune system. Improves circulation and regenerates damaged tissue structure by stimulating the body's natural healing process. And that's the key. And again, we upregulate gene expression to build a healthier protein. And then when you add the gold disc to it, in October, we started stacking frequencies, if you will, or technologies. So the gold disc is what I call a bioenergetic or biophotonic amplifier. Whatever we put it on, it amplifies multiple times the efficacy of that product. And so when we put the gold disc on the end of the red laser, just like I've got it here, I've got it wrapped around the end, taped on, okay? And what happens is the pureVibranz red laser and the gold disc together. The red laser itself has 330,000 Bovis energy units. And then with the introduction of the gold disc, the Bovis energy units goes up to over 1 million. And Bovis energy is a term they use in England. They actually they have a way of measuring the Bovis energy over there, which we call life force energy here. And then the frequencies, again, the red laser had 1,645 human blueprint frequencies. And now with the disc on it, it has 5,573 human blueprint frequencies, because we're dealing in the quantum where 1 + 1 can be 4 or 5 or 6. Okay. And that's what we're doing here when we stack these technologies for helping the body heal itself. The green laser, again, is for internal organ systems. And the green laser light is used to improve the oxygen carrying ability of the blood cells. It helps in reducing blood pressure, improves the blood circulation, and increases the nitric oxide, which again with microcirculation. It boosts the function of the brain and helps to reduce swelling, inflammation, and pain. So the lasers overlap a lot. A lot of our products overlap a lot. They have their own design, and then they overlap, and it's pretty awesome the way they work together. When we add the gold disc to the end of the green laser, the laser by itself had 365,000 Bovis energy units, and now it's got 1 million Bovis energy units. And the human blueprint frequencies went to 3,566. So again, we're stacking them here. The violet laser improves microcirculation by nitric oxide release, which works as an accelerating agent in wound healing. It also supports in pain relief and stimulates the immune system, and it activates telomerase with maximum anti-aging effects. And again, it's also antiviral, antifungal, and antibacterial. When we add the gold disc to it, okay, it went from 885,000 Bovis into 1.5 million plus Bovis energy units, and then 3.5 million human blueprint. So again, you can see why I use all the lasers. And then our Sirius ionizer pointer it's the one with the 25,000 negative ions in it, creating positive vibrations. And it produces biochemical reactions. It increases levels of the mood chemical serotonin, helping to alleviate depression, relieve stress, and boost our daytime energy. It enables the flow of electrical signals through the body, because that's how our body communicates, is electrically, but it's through DC, direct current, not alternating current. So it increases the flow of oxygen to your brain, which in turn creates higher alertness, relieves stress, and enhances mental energy. Okay, and negative ions are all in nature. It's what, negative ions is what nature uses to clean the air. When you add the gold disc to this, okay, it also adds 1,407 human blueprint frequencies to the unit. And the Bovis energy goes from 393,000 to 1.4 million plus, and the human blueprint frequencies go to 4,685. So you can see we're stacking up the energies, and like I say, I use them as a bundle to where I use them all four at the same time. Okay, but I'm always carrying my SunShine and my rock with me. Okay, the red laser again replicates SunShine because it's the red and infrared rays that we're infusing into the body that are just like the rays from the SunShine and giving up the electrons into our body just like the SunShine does. And then when we add a gold disc to it, it amplifies that. And then we have a hydro unit. It's called a hydro combo. You can use it as a bottle topper with a flip top, or you can take the flip top off and pour water through it, like I do into my stainless steel jug. And so the bottle topper replicates the Rocky Mountain stream. Okay, because when we pour it through the bottle topper here, it's a double vortex. It's programmed and energized, so it microclusters of water, it structures the water, it adds more human blueprint frequencies to it, and more Bovis energy. And all of this is documented. Again, we're duplicating SunShine with the red laser, the Rocky Mountain Stream with our hydro product. And this is what the water drops look like. Okay, Dr. Beverly Kuhn down in Mexico is head of GDV Southwest, and she uses a GDV system, which makes the invisible visible and measurable. So what she did is started out on the left here with tap water as a baseline. So this is the life force energy in a drop of tap water. The second one is a drop of tap water after it was run through the bottle topper. So you can see running it through the hydro unit increased the life force energy considerably. And then third water drop is after it was lasered for 30 seconds with the red laser. And you can see it rounded everything out, gave it a little more glow, and made it bigger yet, added more life force energy. And then the fourth drop is where it was lasered with the gold dot and the red laser. And you can see it rounded it out even more, made it a little more stable and maybe a little bit bigger, but it stabilized it and made it more, forget the word anyhow, stable. All right. So this is what, we like to document everything scientifically, as well as, testing it with real live people before we bring it. So that's what we did here. Now, this is another test we did with the Bovis energy test. And so what we started out here with was the life force energy baseline of tap water. It's 3,400 Bovis energy. And then reverse osmosis water was 6,300 Bovis energy. Kangen water was 8,400. And then the vitalizer vortex energy was 10,300. All right. And then we ran it through the hydro unit one time. The life force energy in tap water went from 3,400 to 9,300. And then we're going to jump ahead here a little bit. Through the hydro unit, then the red laser with the gold disc went from 3,400 to 25,000. And then the vitalizer water went from 10,300 to 114,000. So that's the kind of results we're getting. And that's what we want for you, is to help you help yourself, help your body heal itself by raising your vibration for it to be able to do that. So I'm going to jump forward a little more, because this is the key here. What you're eating, you're robbing energy from your body or adding energy to your body. A healthy body is about 16,000 Bovis energy. And you can see that tap water was 3,400 BV, or Bovis energy. And so bottled water is about the same, plus they're negatively programmed. And it's not the same as the water coming, the water that's in your body. The water in your body is structured water and microclustered. So that's what it takes. And so we want to help you help yourself, help your body heal itself naturally. So you're the only one that can vibrate yourself or for yourself. So, we got a couple of minutes left here. So that's where we are, is helping you help yourself, help your body heal itself. And your daily habits and the environment you put in are one of the things that causes your body to either increase in vibration every day or decrease in vibration. And these products can help you do that. We have special program, for first-time customers. You can get a hold of me. My number is 469-766-5511. And I can go over all the details, answer all your questions, and help you get started helping yourself, help your body heal itself naturally. Because again, remember, you're the only one that can vibrate for yourself. But we can help you help yourself, and improve that in many different ways with the whole product line. So I want to thank you for being here and joining me and going through this presentation with me. I'll be here again next week, and we'll talk about 9 different things that can help you raise your vibration, and most of it not even including our products, okay? Our products are just a shortcut to help you get there faster. And so take care, have fun, and we'll see you next week. Bye for now.